Okay, last time we were gonna do a video on this, but I actually get to open it this time. Boom. The Creature Under the Stairs from NECA Series 6. I'm gonna go over it really in detail this time. I'm actually going to open it and we'll look at what they look like brand new. The reason you're going to do that today is because, drum roll, I now have 2 of them in. This is something you will not see often. They're super rare, and I have another one coming in too. Very excited about that. Boom. So we have one here and one here. I mean, that's very, very like unheard of. So I got 2 of them. I actually, as I said yesterday, I got 3, and I was rewatching the video I posted yesterday, and it's a little bit complicated, so I'm gonna break it down easier for you. First of all, we are gonna go over this. It says Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, Series 6, NECA. So that's what it is. If you ever want to find it, what you type in is Melting Guy and Spider Hair Monster. And that's what it said, or Spider Hair Monster. That's what it's called. And then on the back, NECA's really cool because they had like little jokes. So what we'll have, I'll actually show you on screen. I'll read it here. Known as Monster Under the Stairs and Pudding Head. Often seen with victims. Special talent, flexible fingers, and moisturizing. Likes, dark corners, and turtles. Dislikes, elevators, and dry heat. Now, this is actually the first thing you see in the movie. This is the first character you see when you watch The Nightmare Before Christmas. You see him. He says, I am the one hiding under your stairs, fingers like snakes, and spiders in my hair. That is this guy. And I looked for him forever. I could not find him. I finally found a used one. I sold that, and then I was able to get these. So that's what I'm saying was confusing about yesterday is how I kind of explained what I do. Let's go over that again. So you see now that I have 2 of these. What I'm doing, the amount of money, let's say I spent $100 on both of these, okay? I didn't, but let's say I did. Spent $100, $50 a piece. Got both of these. I need to sell one of these for $100, and then I get to keep this one, and I didn't lose any money at all. Because remember, I spent $50 on each. That's how I get to keep most of the stuff that I get by buying and selling. But, you know, the old saying, don't get high on your old supply. I didn't used to keep it. Now I do. So it would have been double the money. Then I would have made $200 and I wouldn't have kept one. That's just not how it works. Now I keep them and you just lose that part of the money. There's nothing you can do about it if you keep it. But you get it for free. When you do it right. You just got to find them for the right price before you buy them if that's your plan. Okay, so cut this open around here. This is something I've only seen someone do this once where they actually open one of these because they're so hard to get. And so rare and expensive, people like to keep them in the container. I mean, I get it, I really do. I've contemplated that, but that's just not my style. I want to open it, I want to check it out, and I want to see it all in its glory. The reason it was made was to be open and displayed, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to open it and I'm going to display it. Think really carefully not to get any of the figures, but just the plastic. Nice open. Okay, so they come in this twist tie pack. It's very complex, but now you can see him a little bit better. The Melting Guy, I've not seen him yet. I've seen the Creature Under the Stairs, also not seen the turtle yet. This is my first time. So, if NECA's anything like any of the other companies, they're going to be covered in twist ties. And it seems like they are. So NECA also makes all of the Coraline things. Like, so if you have a Coraline doll, of any kind, it was made by NECA, guaranteed. Unless it was made by someone on Etsy. If you bought it at a store or online, it was made by NECA. that's just a good example I can give. They've changed over the years, obviously, like all companies have, but they were really the first ones to come out with these characters, and then now Diamond Select has picked them up, and so you'll see a lot of the same, like Snowmobile Jack. You'll see the NECA series, and then you'll see the Diamond Select series. And it's really all in what you prefer. Do you prefer quality, or do you prefer quantity? Do you want like a bunch of different characters? Cheaply made quickly, or do you want just a couple of really nice ones? That's a good kind of a way to put it, but you know, NECA still made a lot of characters. They're just harder to come by. They're more rare, but also there's a huge time gap there. I mean, this was made probably in like 2002. I'll actually look and find out when this was made, compared to, you know, the new Diamond Select stuff that's been made recently. And that's not to say there isn't old Diamond Select stuff, but there's, you know, NECA's just, most of it's a lot older. So that's probably one of the other reasons they're harder to find, because the collectors who wanted them don't want to sell them. So that's why it's hard to find stuff like this. Once someone gets it, that wants to keep it, you're not going to find it again, because they keep it. I believe I got everything out for you, my friend, my big friend. Be careful with this figure. I already know from previous experience that the fingers are nimble, so you want to be careful. Do not damage those hands and the wrists. So make sure you get those zip ties nice and straight. Okay. Got him out. And for your entertainment, the articulation on him is pretty cool. So up here we have articulation. Hold on. Just did it, yeah. So the head twists, the neck actually twists. So the head and the neck. The arms are, the fingers are like snakes. I was very disappointed to see there aren't spiders in his hair. He does have some hair though, it's pretty cool. He's very hairy. His whole body is like covered in like what looks like to be like a Sasquatch type character. Let me scoot this back just a bit. I'm still getting used to this whole thing, so bear with me please. Sorry guys. Okay. So there he is. Seen him before. Look how big he is though. I mean, look at that. That's a pretty big figure. Okay. Now melting guy. I haven't got the chance to do this yet. If you find one of these online for sale too, you're looking at about $170 to $200 on it. I mean, really, that's what these cost. So about 200 bucks. So be ready to invest if you're gonna get one of these, or get two like me and sell one. You can find them cheaper if you look at in the right places, but that's what they sell for on eBay. And here's the little flat turtle. So you might remember this from the movie. This is the turtle that got ran over. It's just an amazing piece to have as an extra. I've seen this piece alone sell for $30 on eBay. So people will take this set and sell it individually and make a lot of money doing just that. Just the extras. Okay. Now let's go over their sizes and what we can do with them. Okay, the melting guy is about 5 inches tall. Sorry, the melting guy is about 5 inches tall. This guy here is not going to be too tall, I don't think. Yeah, also about 5. And then the turtle, it's about 2 inches. The turtle's hilarious looking. Just squished, just like in the movie, with that tire mark on him. I love this character. Look at that face. Face only a mother could love. Okay, so I don't know his articulation points. I know his arms look like he's got 2 sockets, so that should bend. It does. So we can bend his arm. And we can bend it that way as well. Okay, so he can outstretch his arm. I'm sure his head moves. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. Okay, he stands up pretty well on his own, which is pretty cool, so no stand needed. And then obviously the star of the show. So what's cool here is the articulation on the spider under the stairs, the hair monster, whatever to call him. The fingers, the articulation on those are insane. I mean, look at this. So we've got a joint here, a joint there, and then his hand will swivel as well, a full 360. And he's sitting on like this little piece of wood that he wheels around on. Yeah, so that is the box series for NECA Series 6 Spider Hair Monster with Melting Guy. And Squish Turtle. Might as well throw that in there. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I'm done talking about this now. I know I have beat this dead horse over and over again, but I looked for these pieces for a very long time. I finally found them, and I have so many of them I had to show off. I had to show you guys. These are going to look great in the collection. I cannot wait to add them to the shelf. Still coming along. But I mean, I already know he looks great in the shelf because I already had one. He's going to look amazing too. And this turtle is something that I've really wanted for a long time also. So I'm glad to have this Squish Turtle. And now you don't have to hear me talk about it anymore. So hopefully that was a decent little review. I didn't get into much detail about them, but there's not much to say other than they're awesome, hard to find, and well worth every penny. Okay, bye guys.